AMD. AMD right now, we are at a very beautiful level. The stock actually pulled back to retest the 200 moving average and then continue to climb. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you are welcome to this channel. Well, what we're going to be dealing with today, we're going to be talking about the market and how the market reacted last week. It was really surprising how we came off of a very serious low position all the way to making more than a couple of points to the upside on SPY. Okay, but before then, let's take a look at the broader sector. Let's see what the sector is doing, what we're doing as a sector. Now, if you're taking a look at this, you see that for the week, technology is actually down. Okay, technology is down, but you also have semiconductor and Apple as well trying to push that sector. However, looking at healthcare, we got most of the healthcare is on the red side, and our dominant side is mainly on the auto, restaurant, and all that good stuff, right? Consumer cyclical pretty much did good, except of course Amazon, and the oil and gas also did move, followed by utilities. Utilities pretty much all green across a board, right? So that's really interesting. And then of course SPY. Okay, remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Now, see how market actually bounced off the 50 level on the daily, right? And trending it, you see how price really just bounced off that zone. We're going to be looking at some stocks that I really do like based off of Finviz. And what I'm looking at stocks that are above the 200 moving average, of course above 50, and a relative volume to be over 1. So that's what we're going to be dealing with today. But before then, let's take a look at the economic calendar and see what we're going to be expecting in the coming days. So Monday is going to be June 3, and S&P manufacturing PMI, followed by auto sales. That is what we got going on there. June 4th, we're going to be having factory orders and job openings as well. Wednesday is going to be our ISM services, US trade deficit as well. Also coming Thursday is just a jobless claim. Okay, so we're expected to have some nice move in terms of 216 and 219 as in forecast, right? So looking at June 7, we have hourly unemployment rate and U.S. employment report and unemployment rate, followed by hourly wages year over year. So not really too much of a great stuff going on this coming week, but keep an eye out on the ISM manufacturing. That can move, auto sides as auto sector as well. Okay, now let's get into the nitty-gritty of why we're here today. So let's take a look at SPY real quick here. SPY, it's very interesting how the market acted on Friday. Okay, the market actually sold off all the way down to close to about 518 spot, and all of a sudden we started gaining momentum in terms of volume, and then boom, the market decided to give us this beautiful hammer shape, right? And I'll be expecting this back into 530 for that resistance visit. So once that area comes and price doesn't hold, I'll be expecting the market to continue to pull back down to retest the 20 exponential moving average. That is my expectation for the market. Okay. Also going to be taking a look at Russell 2000 as well, IWM, and right now price is bouncing off of the 20, 50 and 20 exponential moving average here. With this downtrend looking to break, we're going to be looking at price back into the 210 again as the market continue to rally. NVIDIA is the big one here. So NVIDIA at this point 1150, 1160. Right now I'm actually looking for price to really hold this $1,100 spot as a support, but the market decided to push lower into almost 1060 spot. Okay, so and we bounced as the market started bouncing to the upside. So right now I'll be looking for another reaction into 1100 on NVIDIA. Microsoft also did a pullback based on also the market and AI information news and all that crazy stuff. So right now I'll be expecting Microsoft to hold this 50 exponential moving average. Okay, and if it does hold, then we can continue to push to the upside. Otherwise, a revisit of this 405, I will be picking some up for the long term. I don't have Microsoft in portfolio yet, so I'll be looking to pick some up as we gain momentum to the downside. Okay, JP Morgan here, $200. That is our resistance, or that was our resistance, and now we broke right through it into the 202, 203 spot. So closing right above that 200 is a good deal for momentum push to the upside. Right now our support is going to be 199, 200. That's going to be our support. CRM actually, this is also a earnings play, and we created this beautiful gap to the downside due to sales and stuff like that, and revenue and forecast and all those good stuff. And then the stock decided to take a really good dive to the downside. So I picked some up around these 218, 219 spot in anticipation for the bounce. And yes, we did bounce on this beautiful name. So if for any reason they decide to pull back down and revisit the 230 or the 225 area, I will be adding to that long term in anticipation of this gap fill back up. At least we get to this resistance 254 on the 200 moving average. AZEK as well. AZEK, we're looking at this downtrend break. That is my expectation for this to break through, and then we've been looking at $51 in the coming days. Also AMD right now we are at a very beautiful level. The stock actually pulled back to retest the 200 moving average and then continue to climb, only to find some resistance right here at 170. Okay, so we're gonna be looking for a break through this part to the upside on AMD. So just keep an eye out. I think to the upside, I'm expecting this to rally to the upside in the coming days. If for any reason this fail the 20 and the 50 exponential moving average, we'll be back at the 200 moving average, which is going to be a beautiful support. Tesla, of course, Tesla right now we're looking at this downtrend. Is a beautiful looking chart, and we got our resistance right here. So I'll be looking at this beautiful pin here, and price continue to push right into that spot, and then we just need to get through that 180 first. Once we can get through that 180, and then we can think about 190 in the coming days, and then of course $212 on Tesla. Okay, so let's make sure that we're following that name. ULTA as well. ULTA right now, earnings report as well. Look at that, how price actually, we got this gap fill to do. We just couldn't gap fill, and we started selling off to the downside, only to find support at the 380 zone, 375 area, and boom to the upside. Found resistance right here at 422 spot, and then sold right off and closed 395. If for any reason, I think this can still, if momentum comes in, we hold support here at the 20 EMA, and guess what, we can push right into 50 again in the coming days. This is gonna be like a long-term hold there. AT&T as well. AT&T is making waves right here. I think momentum coming into the name with this boom 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 candle. Keep an eye out. If price for any reason decide to pull back, we're going to be looking at price back into the 1760 on that name. Okay, SMCI as well. SMCI, this is also another relative NVIDIA play, and we're looking at a retest of the downtrend. So this is the downtrend right here. We're retesting it right now, so we could have a shakeout or fake out retest. So keep an eye out. If price really does hold 780 790 spot, which is this area right here, we're going to be looking at price into the 800 as our first resistance. So keep an eye out on that. Now, talking about this stock screener, I've been looking at a couple of stocks here. They're really looking good in terms of trend here, and guess what, we're about to break this trend to the upside. So keep an eye out on Baker Hughes in terms of the oil side. Okay, also taking a look at Box as well. Box right now looking at breaking resistance to the upside, coming to BR right here. We're looking at what, we're looking at $60 in the coming days. Also, another good name to keep an eye out is BROKB, which is Berkshire Hathaway, and we're looking at price back into the 420. Okay, so 420, that is going to be the spot to watch for the coming days. See how we've been buying in terms of insider buying more of their own stock. That is what you really want to see, you know, in terms of stock. CFG as well, look at that we're about to really get off that 36 then to the upside. CHD as well, this is Church and White, right now 108. That is your look, that is that spot. Also CIEN, this name has actually sold right off, and I'll be looking at anything above 50 on CN Communications. Okay, so look, these are beautiful chart pattern. I'm going to attach this on the YouTube link as well. Thank you guys for being here. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. Peace and love. Bye bye.